Jaden Ivey, the top pick for the Pistons this year, will begin things. Off to Bogdanovich, inside to Stewart, scores at the rim. Backing down is Stewart out of University of Washington. Pass intercepted by Simons. Up the floor he comes. He'll challenge Ivey with a 1-2. Sweeps across.
That's one where you go straight up. Ivey has some serious bounce, and Anthony, a leaper himself, knows that.
Saddiq Bey is a guy who can score.
I think it would set you up for some historic content. I wouldn't want you to have to sit there and go through it, but just knowing how your mind works. From Detroit right there to just possess that ball rather easily, they tried to tip it to partially keep Josh out of the play.
Grant on the post-up, follow-away jumper up and in. Again, the Blazers seal off Pistons in the paint and grab a defensive rebound on the run. Here's Hart, head and shoulders shake and bake right to the window to lay it.
Enough. Wow. He gets the respect of the opponent where you know you at least got to show up.
Hart 2-on-1 downhill. There's Jabari.
Yeah, I think he will, Corey. I think we'll see him in a lot of different spots. He has that versatility. Here, a turnover. Golden State as good of a fit of any team in the league for him, the way they play. He got these kind of shots, which he can knock down.
Bagley is in. He's had a couple of nice games in their wins, 2 of the last. 12 to shoot. Burks in no hurry. Now the lob inside to Bagley. Nice adjustment. 5 Blazer turnovers. 6 Detroit points off turnovers. Here's the lob up top. Wow. GP2 throws a perfect lob to Shaedon Sharpe. Nurkic back in the lineup, having suffered what they are calling a nasal contusion. Here's a pass on the cup. Simons. Mr. Arca, high one over Nurk. Nurk stays with a play. GP2 got to get out of the way as he fell to the floor. Big man, a lot of promise coming out of Duke. He's got 4 points. Detroit up 4. Simons outside.
And see the different things live that he does. It will spark all kinds of ideas of how they can use him, whether it's half court.
No.
It's easy to make that comparison because it looks visually similar, but just the actual movements they make, there's some similarity.
Oh, look at that.
Big time.
Would be a rookie move. Keon Johnson teaming right now with Lillard across the arc. Dame sets, fires the triple up and in. Saddiq Bey to bring it in bounds. Bey in his 3rd year gives to Ivey. Look at that inside-out move, and then the Jets into the lane. Detroit trying to take the lead back here with 5 minutes left in the second. Bogdanovich lobs it inside. Duren makes it. Bogdanovich nearly out-round the dribble. Gives to Duren trailing. He keeps it alive. Multiple efforts for Duren. Stewart got a head start right into the waiting arms of Eubanks. Spikes it to Simons. Up top, Eubanks runs the floor for the 2-hand jam. Ivey, 2-man play. Bad pass to Duren. That's too low for the big man. Up comes Grant from Simons for the 2-hand jam. Hart, another rebound. Dame will push it up to Grant in transition. Flicks the wrist for 3. Hart the rebound. Head up, scanning. Looking for opportunities. Here comes Dame. Drops it low to Eubanks. One dribble. Turns, hook, scores, and is shut. Lillard checked by Saddiq Bey. Hard left hand into the lane. Draws a crowd to Hart. To Grant for 3. The payoff. Up and in. Back tap, but Simons is there to gather. In for the Blazers. Off to Hart into the lane. Kicks to Grant. Keeps it up high. And guy. Look at the speed here. Head down, shoulder leaning right to the rim. Too much speed. That one comes off long, but Bey
leads to the best time to find shooters behind the 3-point line.
Simons knocks down a triple. It's this time. Tosses ahead here to Grant. On to Hart. Big collision with Ivey. He goes to the deck again. Sidestepping.
Not just how he fits as a player, but as a person. He really is the perfect fit on this roster in so many ways.
Lillard cross court, checking his feet as Grant, a 3 up and in. But distributing right now, getting the hot hand Grant going. 18 assists for the Blazers in the first half. Boy, that Dame catch, shoot, drill it. Dame inbounds, quick trigger, Sharpe raising for 3, knocking it down.
probably not going to help enough to eliminate Shaedon's leaping ability. So then defenders try to go underneath it, and Shaedon is a good three-point shooter. Doesn't have to be ultra aggressive with the shooting. He's got teammates rolling. Yeah, that's the bad part. If you're Detroit, if you take the risk and go for this deal, if you don't get it, Josh Hart now has a fun young team.
Yeah.
But I think Jonathan Isaac is nearing playing again. 2008, Kev, so you might see some other guys double up on the award, but you got to be the caliber of Gary Payton II and Matisse Thybulle to do it.
58.7%. On the inbounds, Gary Payton II. To fall, a tumble, something like that.
Well, also, Kev, he wanted to take his time getting back to make sure when he came back, it was with that kind of free mind to make that kind of play.
And corralled by Corey Joseph. Stewart pushes off inside to gain enough ground to grab the lob and lay it in. Yusuf Nurkic's night is over, out with illness. He's headed to the locker room. He'd had the non-flu, or the non-COVID, I should say. Grant draws Stewart, goes at him. Oh, boy. Leans in. I mean, right
doesn't
now.
Complain.
No, he's got it all going. Here's a nice rip from Lillard on the open floor. Drives it right to the rim to lay it in. He's just taken 16 shots tonight as Grant. 11 of 16. Works on a baseline. Over Knox and guides it up and in. And Grant has 36 tonight. And all athletes get up and head down the floor after a tough fall. Kevin Knox can do that.
Yes, he can. To see what types of things a defensive-minded coach like Coach Billups, who loves defense, what kind of areas of the to quickly finish that. Actually, you know what? Let me chill because here they go. What, 15 seconds?
You were talking about defense.
I know.
They just keep swapping ends.
Are you serious? What is going on?
I like that. That's a professional dunk right there.
That was another good play from Keon going away from the screen.
He'll bracket outside. Professional courtesy. Game over. Blazers win it 135 to 106.